What's up, everyone? What a beautiful day it was. It was a wonderful Saturday. So Scott Brandt coming to you on this beautiful Saturday evening, heading into Sunday. Get a little water here and whatnot as the top makes a bunch of noise, but man, so ended up typing up a post 2 days in a row of typing up a post. It's located on the Buy Me Coffee link. I'll share that so you can go check it out and whatnot. But it's just very interesting when you cross paths and with individuals and you just don't know what may come out of that crossing of paths. You never know what type of relationship may develop from coming together and whatnot. And so I was reading today, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But what I read on today kind of blends very well in regards to some things that are taking place, some things that are shaking out, growing, and just the wildness of coming together and doing big things. But today I had the honor to go over to Carefree Bar and Grill and hung out with Patrick. So first time doing a live with Patrick since the last 3 weeks. So had Jasper out there. We had Matt. We had Marcus that ended up showing up. But it was a beautiful thing to be able to go showcase a local business. And just the conversation that we had while being able to try the food. So shout out to Cynthia and her family for what they're doing with Carefree Bar and Grill, but highly suggest going and checking out their location, trying their food, phenomenal food. We had the Buffalo Philly, that was great. So that's a great option to go with. We had the 3-meat chili. That's another great option. We had nachos. I know Jasper ended up getting a bison burger. So go check out the video. It's on my Facebook page, and it's shared on Two Native Sons Facebook page. Quite a few different pages that it's been shared on, but you can see the food that we were able to taste and try out. But just the spirit of who Cynthia is with what she's doing with Carefree Bar and Grill, hearing her backstory. And one of the things that we really didn't talk about it, but there is this situation right now, and she did end up getting some money from a local organization. So she was grateful for that. I know they shared that on their Facebook page. So another one to go check out, local business and whatnot. And what's up, King? Hopefully everything's going well for you, King Shizzy. But yeah, if you're in the Colorado Springs area, go check it out. Go take a look at the location. But with Cynthia and what she had talked about, they are at the point right now with they had to sell their home. And so they've got December taken care of, January, and then they talked about they don't know what's going to come after for February. And so it's just one of those things that with everything that's taken place, it's sad to hear that, but it's powerful to see the community come together and support small businesses, because ultimately, especially for the Colorado Springs market, we talked about this on the video, 85% of businesses in the Colorado Spring market is small businesses. And so it's one of those things that, man, just what that does for the community when you start losing those businesses. And so if you have the opportunity, go support. There's a lot of local businesses that need help. And yeah, so that's cool and whatnot. Dragon Squirrel, do you know who Joe is? Joe did a lot for the community. Joe is kind of a hero. So Dragon Squirrel, I'm not for sure who you're talking about. I don't know if you're local in Colorado Springs market and whatnot. Joe Mama. All right, cool. But yeah, no, it's man, just to be there and to gather and just have coming together and whatnot was very powerful. But I've talked about this book a little bit, Vibrational Money Immersion by Ray Higdon. And I look at it because what I was reading on and studying today was the power of the mastermind. And it's powerful when you understand what a mastermind does and in regards to what it does for you as an individual. I've talked to individuals and it's so unique in regards to hearing individuals kind of push back when they hear the word mastermind. I've actually had some people, they're like, I don't like that term. I'm like, okay, so you don't fully understand the power of a mastermind and what that does for you as an individual running a business, trying to grow your dreams, trying to expand whatever you're trying to do. And so I look at it with kind of the core that we have with Two Native Sons, just coming together and working. So we did have Mike Marquez that's jumped on with us. So anybody that knows Mike, great guy, grateful for his relationship, his friendship. And Patrick and I had told Jasper today, because Patrick, I, and Jasper are kind of the same boat where it's like go, 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 go. But Mike's going to be one of those people that kind of reels us in and says, okay, let's sit down and look a little bit. Because for the three of us, we're like, just go, let's go. We'll figure it out as we go. And so it's funny just to kind of see how things come together and whatnot. And then Jasper, with what she does with being our sponsor, everything that's taken place for us for a lot of different things has been because of Jasper. And so it's a beautiful thing when things come together and just the relationships and what occurs when you get out of your own way and you go talk to somebody and just ask. Because I know I look back when talking and thinking about having Jasper come on as a sponsor with Two Native Sons. She was speaking at a networking event, and I was next to a good friend of mine, Danielle McCarthy, and I nudged Danielle, and I was like, hey, I'm going to talk to her. That she'd be a great sponsor for 2NS. And we talked a little bit, and I think that was like the third time we talked, so it wasn't very in-depth conversations that we had before, but we talked and then really got to sit down and talk and just talk about backstories and who we were and whatnot. And when I brought up the sponsorship, she's like, yep, I'm on board. Let's go. And you just never know. So it's more of, you can't be fearful. Go and ask, because what's the worst answer you're going to get is no. But if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So you might as well go and better your chances by asking instead of saying, I don't know, they're going to tell me no. Well, you're already putting that out, and that's what's going to come back to you and whatnot. But just a couple of different things that comes from what I read. So there was a quote by Wallace Wattles, and I believe he had written the book, The Science of Getting Rich. And it's one of those things that, yeah, there is a science there. There's laws out there that dictate and whatnot. But he had stated that give every man more in use value than you take from him in cash value. And so think about that. Like, what you're doing, are you going out and giving more value than what may be returned in financial value? Are you taking advantage of the platforms that you have to go and give the value to others? You can't judge what you speak on. You can't judge what people are going to think about when they hear your message that you're sharing, because everybody's going to receive it differently. But you have a message, you have value to share with somebody else. So get out of your own damn way and go share it, because you just never know. And I have to, so talking about that with the value, it's unique because I'll go look at Twitch streamers and just the wide range, the wide variety that you get with Twitch, and just the different conversations, the different topics. It's unique. And there's some that I'll be watching. I'm like, I don't know about this, but somebody out there is like, yeah, this is great value. This is great comic relief. This is funny. So you just can't judge. And so it goes back to the fact that when I look, it's like, that channel's not really for me. All right, cool. It'd be the same thing that I tell people. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And so I can't determine that for somebody else. Somebody else has to determine that. I just know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, because I'm not trying to appease everybody, and I'm not trying to have everybody come along, because sometimes you just don't fit and you don't mesh with others. So it's like, you can't judge. Go out there, share your message, and see what happens. You just never know. And just a couple of different things here that really stuck out. So no individual may have great power without availing himself to the mastermind. And what comes down to this is, it's the fact that the power is really the expansion of the knowledge and the direction of whatever you're going. So power may be defined as organized and intelligently directed knowledge. And so with a mastermind, that's where you're coming together with multiple minds, and you're formulating the organized plan or direction, whatever it is, and you're talking to each other and you're bouncing off ideas. And so what's unique in here, Ray was talking about the fact that when you look at it, a battery by itself can only power so much. But when you get a group of batteries, that is very powerful, because that's a larger charge and you can do a lot more with more batteries. So it's the same thing with minds. Your mind, you can only do so much because your mind is at a place where it's at. So your experiences, your thoughts and whatnot are what's here. But that's where it comes into play, where it's looking and saying, okay, who can I work with? But you've got to audit that too, because you can't just start working with anybody, because it goes back to the fact that you don't mesh with everybody. So why are you going to try to take everybody on? You've got to do that audit and be like, okay, who fits me well? Who do I fit well with? And then come together and whatnot. But it's unique because your power is based on the coming together and forming this mastermind. And so, like I said, some people don't like that term. And it's crazy how you get so hard pressed and you get upset and you're like, I don't like that term. Well, then you're missing out on a great opportunity for whatever it is, because you've got this negative connotation. I don't know what it is and whatnot. It's just, I don't know. To each their own, to each their own. But based on what I've seen, when you read and whatnot, what I've read, masterminds are powerful. Just because that's bringing together more minds. So you're bringing together more batteries to create a very large electrical exchange and exchange of energy. And yeah, so this is the economic of characteristics within the mastermind. And this is powerful when you think about it. It's a group of men, and so this was written way back. So group of individuals who are willing to lend themselves wholeheartedly as an aid in a spirit of perfect harmony. So think about that. Are you wholeheartedly going out and being willing to lend yourself as an aid point for an individual? And so that's one of the things with Two Native Sons, with myself and Patrick, with Jasper and Mike, that collaboration piece and the drive to really see change take place and help others to see and understand, to give themselves grace. Patrick was telling Mike last night, it's the aspect of two things, grace and greatness. And so you're teaching people to give themselves grace, but also helping them go inside of them and extract that greatness that's inside of them. Because all of us have greatness inside of us, but are you going in there and pulling it out? Or is it something that you're having trouble to pull out and you need that group, you need that tribe that can help you to elevate, to push you to that higher level and allow you to reach in there and grab that greatness? Because the beautiful thing is when you start surrounding yourself with people that are doing bigger things, they can see the potential in you as an individual. They can see the greatness in you. And sometimes it's the tough thing for each of us as individuals, because we're with ourselves 100% of the time. So if we're telling ourselves these negative stories, these negative connotations, these negative thoughts, you don't see that. It's hard for you to see the greatness that you have. It's hard for you to see the unlimited potential that's inside of you. It's hard for you to see the limitless capability that you have. And so you've got to surround yourself, and you've got to find those people. You've got to find your mastermind that can reach in there with you and help you extract that greatness, to help you extract the unlimited capability that you have, to extract the limitless possibilities with your mind and your ability with the mental capabilities and whatnot. It's hard because if you try to do it on your own, you are the 100%, the integral part of everything. So if things are jacking up, you gotta look at yourself. 100%. You're in that situation 100% of the time. And so that's why it's hard if you're like, oh, I can do this on my own. Well, you better look at your past, look at what's taking place. Where are you at? If you try to do it on your own and you're like, this place that I'm in sucks, well, shit. Go find a group, go find your tribe, go find your mastermind that can help you out, because it's up to you to make that change. You've got to make that change. And that's coming down to the individual. It's not somebody outside of you that can help you make the change. Ultimately, if you want to make change, it's coming from you internally saying, I'm sick and tired of this. It's time to do something different. It's time to change. And it comes back to the individual to do that. But it's just when I look at this, the aspect of the power of the mastermind. And so when I look at what we're doing with Two Native Sons and the people that are being surrounded and we're surrounding ourselves with, it's that mastermind piece. You have a lot of energy. You've got a lot of push pull, not really push pull, but the energy and the passion and the drive. It's like boom, boom, boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And then sometimes we got to have somebody in there, and that's where Mike's going to come in and help out to reel us back and say, okay, slow it down. We got to look. We got stuff. Okay, we got you. Thanks, Mike. We're here. But thank you, though. But the psychic characteristic, no two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. And there we go. It's again that power, the energy coming together and creating that mastermind, creating the big brain. Because I know there's groups out there that's called the big brain group and all that. So it's mastermind. So that a lot of the seminars, a lot of workshops, different things of that is a mastermind. And so yeah, it's just one of those things. And I was looking here. Nature's building blocks are available to humans in the energy involved in thinking. And so thinking takes energy. And so if you want to go really kind of jack up your mind a little bit and have you thinking differently, go listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza. I was watching a YouTube today from one of his talks, and he was talking about the releasing of the energy and how you go through the different waves, alpha, beta, theta, gamma waves. And as you release that and you start getting those blockages out and it goes up to your mind, just how powerful that is. And it can be, he said he's had students that have blacked out from the release of the energy. And he's like, I told you guys, you'll probably black out because that's a lot of energy for your brain to take on. And so I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, Dr. Joe Dispenza is a great individual to go listen to, talking about energy and that impact. And but be prepared to have your mind kind of jacked up a little bit. He'll mentally and verbally punch you in the face and in your head. I just gotta laugh at that. Let's see here. So and here we go. It's the energy piece. When a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, there you go. The key word is harmony. The increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group. Man, there we go. It's that transfer of energy. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's one of those things that can jack people up, especially because if they're not ready, they haven't done the work and whatnot. But yeah, just the aspect of coming together, you just don't know what could take place when you cross paths with other people, and you don't know what can take place when you get out of your own way and you go talk to people. And it's a beautiful thing, because when that does take place, it's leading to what we're doing as Two Native Sons, as our business, and just being able to go meet different individuals, new individuals. So with Cynthia and her family with Carefree Bar and Grill, first time we met her. So Jasper has talked to her and met with her a couple times. And I know Patrick's talked to Cynthia a little bit, but Jasper is really the one that's done the face-to-face contact. And it's just the crossing of the paths. And what may come out of it, you just never know. You can't judge it. You can't judge yourself for other people. Go out there, show up, share your message, and let other people judge for themselves. Don't prejudge yourself for them. Just go talk, go do what you need to. But yeah, so the power, you've got to create that tribe. You got to create the mastermind for yourself. That's going to allow you to do big things, and it's going to drive you, and it's going to allow you to go from one battery, you being the battery, to multiple batteries coming together in a group. And like I talked about it a little bit, one single battery can only put out so much energy, but a group of batteries, and I want to say those big old, it's not a 9-volt, I think. Maybe it is a 9-volt, but I've seen individuals that have pulled apart those big old batteries, and what's inside is just a bunch of AA batteries that are stuck in this casing, and it's a big ass battery. So right there is the example for you to see the power going from one battery to a group of multiple batteries to create a bigger battery. And so that's where single batteries coming together with other single batteries. Bam, we got the individuals, they're working together, they're creating that mastermind, that invisible, tangible third mind that's coming together because of the two individuals or the group of the collective group and whatnot. And just the power that can have on you as an individual. But I want to say thank you guys for your support. Thank you for the time. Thank you for checking out the video. If you had found value in this video, there's a little share button on Facebook, YouTube. This is on YouTube too, so you can go grab the link for the video and go shoot that out. I don't care. But if you found value in the video, share the video, because there's other people out there that need to find the value for themselves. So if you found value, people that you know are going to find value in it too. So hit the share button, share it with individuals that you know that need to hear something that's missing that one aspect that's going to create that 1 degree of change for them. Share it, share the shit out of it. The other thing I bring up too is if you want to go speak on what I'm speaking on and put it in your own words, great, go do it. I don't care. Go steal what I've talked about and go share with other people. I don't care, because I'm not going to resonate with everybody. You've got your own group that you resonate better with than I do, which is okay. That's cool. That's how this works and whatnot. But if you're looking, and as these videos are popping up, you're watching the videos, and you just feel like you're lost, you feel you've got something inside of you that you don't know how to pull out. You've got something inside of you that you don't have the people around you that are there to support you. You have something inside of you, and you just feel like you're on your own little island. Reach out. Send me a private message. Send Patrick a private message. Multiple different ways: Facebook, Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, type a comment. I don't know. I don't care. Say, I need help. I've got something, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to extract it. extract the shit out of it. Let's go. And the last part with this whole thing too is I've got a shirt here. I'll stand up and you can see it says "Be the Reason." And so think about that. What does that mean to you when you hear that? Be the reason. Find out what that means to you and go. Be the reason for whatever it is. Be the reason for change. Be the reason that somebody else steps up and does something huge in their life. You got to figure that out, though, what that means to you. So other than that, I'll let you guys go. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great night. Have a great Sunday. I love you guys. Peace. Catch you later.